What's up, Sagittarius? This is Soul from Mentor to Tarot, here to look at your week ahead starting August 25th, 2025. Sagittarius, I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers to the channel. I appreciate you. The deck I am using, of course, will be listed in the description box. Not reading any reversals, just going to cleanse the energies here from drawing Scorpio's messages for the week, and we shall begin to see what is currently coming up for Sagittarius. What is the potential energy surrounding Sagittarius this week? What are the messages for Sagittarius? All right, let's cut the deck and begin your messages here, Sagittarius, to see what is coming up for you, what you have to look forward to. And we're going to start off with the first card of energy for you. And I forgot to do the shadow. Okay, so yeah, I forgot to do the shadows in the other two videos, but I will throw the shadow for you guys. We're going to start off with the King of Swords, the King of Spades here in this case. Usually with the King of Swords, it's usually about something in terms of a major decision or action that you're about to undergo this week. Okay, so usually I talk about the King of Swords when it comes to that decision or actions. Oftentimes the energy can be expressed in terms of having to do it so in a cold way or a calculating way. So keep that in mind, but it doesn't mean that what you're about to do is going to be done in a hurtful way and it's, directed towards anyone specific. All right, so there's something major that you're about to do this week. Next up is the Eight of Pentacles. Money looking good for some Sagittarians that I'm reading for, paying attention to the details of the work that you're assigned to, if it's your employment. Balanced energy here. It still could be a job offer. It could be anything involving contracts and also throwing in any types of business-related energies. Okay, so that is the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Diamonds. Next up here, now we have the Jack of Swords. Jack of Swords, I say Jack of Swords, but it's actually the Knight of Swords, okay? But it's the Jack of Spades. So she's facing in the past direction, and I've talked about in the past that normally most decks that I use, if the Knight is facing in the past direction, it may mean that there's something that they're about to do this week that's related to their past, but it's not always the case. All right, she does mirror over here to the King of Swords, which is always about tackling some sort of major decision or action. She's not, or he or she, is not going to be tripped up by any types of emotions. She knows exactly what she's about to do. She's taking charge of the situation. All right, so the next card up here for you is the Ace of Pentacles here. Okay, good money. One of the big money cards here, unlimited earning potential. So it could be, again, involving job offers. It could be contract offers, startup of a business, okay, investments, savings. Could be that it's the beginning stages of Sagittarians and their money turning around for the better. And maybe for some of you that I'm reading for, it's for the first time. Okay, it mirrors over here to the Eight of Pentacles again. So that's the Ace of Pentacles. Up next now we have the Four of Swords. Four of Spades. Four of Swords just simply relate to me as rest, relaxation, rejuvenation, right? Replenishment, taking some time off, detaching your energies momentarily from those things that you have become attached to, whether it's taking a day off from work, taking a break from all relationships, whether they're romantic, platonic, family, doing something exclusively just for you, Sagittarius, reclaiming your independence, possibly reclaiming your happiness as well, okay? But quiet your mind, rest up a little bit, replenish. Following the Four of Swords, now we have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is carry through whatever decisions or actions that you're about to do this week, because this is a card that comes through as a reminder. If you don't, it's the card of regret. So always stand your ground. If you carry through, then you shouldn't deal with any regrets later on. Following the Seven of Wands, now we have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords simply means that there's a situation situation surrounding you that's coming to an end, and a new situation is about to open up. If it is not you, Sagittarius, maybe somebody that you know could be planning some sort of future inpatient or outpatient surgical procedure. It is going to be painful, but the Ten of Swords always promises recovery as well as relief. Next up here for you, Sagittarius, we got the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, Seven of Hearts. Just simply means paying attention to your intuition. Definitely cross mirrors over here to the King of Swords. So that might be very instrumental in terms of any doubts or uncertainties that comes along when it comes to making a major decision or action. Trust your gut. Okay. Pay attention to your intuition, the first impressions that you get in your gut, or the inner voices that you hear, or the correct answers. So I said in another video that you have to make sure that you're distinguishing between the inner voice as well as the ego voice, because the ego voice will come in and trip you up sometimes. And you have to make sure that the voices that you hear are from a voice of guidance, okay, and love. Seven of Cups, many options may be opening up to you, so making sure that you are picking and choosing what's going to be best for you moving forward. On top of the Four of Swords, we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so the Nine of Swords is showing up here. Nine of Swords is overthinking about a situation, person, or event. Could be having to deal with some sort of unresolved conflicting energies from your recent past, your distant past, overthinking, increasing anxiety, depression, could be having to deal with feelings of betrayal, any types of, deceptions or lies being told to you, feeling ashamed about something. Okay, it's a very nasty card here, but it may not be something that you're dealing with this week. Again, if it shows up, maybe for someone who may or can relate to what I'm saying, and it may not be to the extreme of what I'm putting out there. But also, too, it could be that someone that you're connected to that you know could be dealing with some sort of barriers or blockages, or, as I said in the past, it could be that they are incarcerated. Then it becomes their Nine of Swords energy. But we're going to find out, or at least try to find out, why did the Nine of Swords show up here for Sagittarius? Can you give us further clarification? And on top of that Nine of Swords, we have the Joker. Okay, so I wasn't expecting this. So let me just throw another card because I forgot. This is sort of like a playing deck card here, and I don't know how to use that Joker in this particular situation. So let's toss another one. Just let me know there's another Joker in this deck. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles then wants to show up here. So the Nine of Pentacles could be dealing with any Sagittarius that I'm reading for in terms of financial energies. Even though you have some very positive cards here indicating that your financial situation looks pretty strong, but there could be somebody who, and this could reflect on past energy as well. So keep that in mind. So even though the Nine of Swords here could be unresolved, so maybe there's some unresolved financial situations that you're still having to, be burdened with, or having to overthink about. Okay, it still would represent any types of separation from employment. It could be also a retirement that I'm seeing here for someone. Right, so I feel that it's unresolved financial situations stemming from your past. I'm gonna say stemming from your past, not problems stemming from your future. No, this is from your past. Maybe unresolved financial situation. Now it could be like student loans, unpaid student loans, and now all of a sudden they're coming after you. It could be, any bills that may have went into, what do they call that when you don't pay your bills on time? It could be that, this could be medical bills. This could be any types of bills that were unpaid or unresolved. Could be, like I said, student loans. It could be that there's some sort of worry that these energies may be placed on your credit report. All right. So that's what I'm clarifying with the Nine of Pentacles on top of the Nine of Swords. On top of the Seven of Wands, we have look at that. See, the money is strong here. 2 tens in the reading is very auspicious energy, right? So something very powerful. This is another card like the Ace of Pentacles that's about abundance. So if there was any types of situations involving any past financial struggles, you know, I feel that the approach here, you're going to figure it out. Things are going to be better for you, or you're working it through as we speak, okay, to make it better or to get to this point, because this opens up a great deal of abundance for you. Again, this is a strong energy of a promotion, contract, job offers, pay raises, bonus money. If you're the risk-taking Sagittarius that I read for and you like to do the gambling thing, just play responsibly, because this is big money, okay? Money, solid. On top of the 10 of Swords, now we have the 5 of Swords. Again, the 5 of Swords is, you know, minor, external energies that you may be dealing with. It could be seen as a reduction of having to deal with the 9 of Swords energy, right? That you have been working on reducing the conflicts, whether or not, you know, it was attributed to the messages that I had said about it, or if there was something else that's going on here. Feeling like you're just being pulled in several different directions here, right? And it could be that since we don't have an actual person on the card here, still you don't allow people, since we do have the Knight of Swords, that's a court card, having to mess around with your head play in your headspace, okay? And or it could be that you possess or own something that someone is envious of. On top of the 7 of Cups, and the final card here for you in the read is the 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is always the projection of energy that I always talk about that could come to you by others in the form of petty fights or arguments. Don't feed into a Sagittarius. You know better, right? It's what's going on with them, ain't got nothing to do with you. They're just trying to draw you in. So if you don't add fuel to the fire, it will go away just as quickly as it comes through. If it's not that energy that is expressed towards you, any day, any hour during the week, you might feel or go through some sort of moment of inner restlessness. And again, that too shall pass. All right, so this is what I have for you, Sagittarius, like I've done in the previous readings here. And by the way, before I forget again, because I have a tendency to forget, your shadow card here, we're not counting the Joker. I know there's another Joker in this deck. I have to fish through the deck to pull it out. But your shadow energy here is the 4 of Cups, 4 of Hearts. So that's love, right? Spending quality time with family members, friends, romantic partners. It could be also celebrations, birthdays, anniversaries. Most of this time, I'll say that the celebrations could be taking place with other people that you care about or that you're closest to in diners or restaurant, having a good time. Even number of cups, what you give is what you're going to get back emotionally. All right, so as I've been saying in the previous videos, I haven't been doing the love readings that much. So I'm just going to be throwing some messages here from the Message of Love Oracle deck here. And you can apply these to your, if you're in a relationship, if you're single, it doesn't really matter. If they're useful, use them. If not, don't worry. So messages here for Sagittarius when it comes to romance and love. All right, first message for you is unsatisfied. I wasn't happy the way things were going. Next message for you is disagreements. I wish you understood how I feel. Third and final message here for you, Sagittarius, is escape. I left when things got hard. All right, so this is what I have for you this week. As always, keep in mind, it's just me interpreting these messages here for you. Take what's going to work for you, leave the rest alone. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Always come back here to get more of these messages from me, Sagittarius, and I will talk to you real soon. Take care. Ciao.